and welcome to Vlogmas.
Welcome to Vlogmas Day 2, everyone. This is a sit-down video about what Christmas really means to us.
Yep.
Personally, these are like our opinions and what we really love about Christmas.
So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We are doing Vlogmas this year, so I'm super excited to see what videos are to come. So definitely stay tuned for that. And yeah, enjoy the videos, you guys. Just enjoy the video. This is gonna be a fun time for us, so
Yep.
we just hope that you guys are enjoying it. And yeah, let's get right into the video. Before we start the video, you guys, as you guys know, we have a joy candle range out right now on door candles, so we are going to light it up before we continue.
It's just a must for any conversation.
Yeah, because we're about to get deep, you know. And yeah, like we said, our candle range is available on our website. We'll leave the link down below. Let's get started.
What is Christmas? What does Christmas really mean for us? What is Christmas? If you Google it, Christmas is a religious and now cultural holiday celebrated all around the world. So centered around the birth of Jesus Christ,
Exactly.
the Son of God. And for me, that makes me a little bit like happy and a little bit proud that we get to like commemorate Jesus's birth. Like, you know, the start of the good news for us. And I feel like I love December.
Yes.
I really love December. I can share the excitement with all of our like fellow South Africans here. Yeah.
And we know like Christmas is not even like, December is about like, it's a festive time, you know, and Christmas is just one of the elements of the December movement. And you know, I think one thing I wanted to speak about is not getting lost in what Christmas is really about. You know, it's about Jesus's birthday. And I know, like, I remember I saw a few stuff on TikTok that really spoke about how Jesus was not born on December and all of these things. But I think at the end of the day, the day represents Jesus's birth. Whether it was his actual birthday or not, I think no one really truly knows, you know. But I think as long as our hearts and our minds tell us that we are celebrating the Son of Man, that's what we'll do. You know?
And it's just a remembrance around the day. It's just for us to sort of really celebrate what Jesus is to us. But yeah, we'll start with like, what was Christmas for you, like throughout your life? What was it like? What did it represent? Like, simply, like maybe in like, if you can choose 3 words or 1 sentence, growing up.
Okay. Christmas was very like, it was very family based, you know, and it was like, my family, we're very close, especially when it comes to any type of holiday, any birthdays. We all always just come together to make it happen. So Christmas was literally about that, literally spending time together, and obviously but obviously it was always that thing where we know that we're celebrating Jesus, right? But it was never like necessarily like a forefront. We knew that we're going to church, we know that we're coming back and it's lunchtime, it's chilling, it's bonding, it's playing games, it's gifts, it's just a good vibe. So that was for me. And I remember a lot of the Christmases that we had because of course I was a child and I just enjoyed having the gifts. That was the most important part, is the gifts.
Me too.
And I don't know, it's so funny because I'll always remember one Christmas specifically. It was at my auntie's house, and we all got gifts, right? And it was also heavenly gifts, right? So it was like bath oils, bought shower gels, and I remember just being so
hampers.
happy. Yes, the hampers.
Yeah.
And I just remember being so happy, and those things lasted me a long time.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what Christmas represented. And I think one thing that I'll always keep with me is Christmas being about family. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think a lot of the time it gets mixed in the celebration and in the festivities and in the movement of December.
In the December.
Yeah, we get Christmas gets lost because it ends up being about like drinking and the food and stuff like that, which is all important in a way. Like obviously to each their own, but I think just getting lost in the sauce, we just need to bring it back, really, reel it back and just remember what it's truly about. Because I know even with Americans, a lot of it becomes about Santa Claus, and I'm just like, fine, fine, Santa Claus is bringing the gifts, but
but our salary is getting chowed.
Exactly, what I'm saying. I think also that's another topic to be like, okay, like, do you really want kids to know that it's Santa Claus, or do you want children to appreciate that it's coming from your pocket? But I don't know if that's a discussion for another day. But I think also like using Father Christmas and Santa Claus, and just forgetting what is Christmas. Christmas is about Jesus Christ, you guys. Like,
Christmas for me was about that. Growing up, it was always church on the day. We would, like, Christmas clothes, the gifts, all of that was for church. It was centered around Jesus. We understood. I went to a Christian school, so I knew from a very young age that Santa, for me, Santa and Christmas didn't relate. I didn't realize that. I knew the story that he brings gifts, but it didn't link in my head why I have to go like sit and take pictures with this homie at the mall. And there's a picture of me crying next to a Christmas tree because they tried to force me to take a picture with Santa, and no. But yeah, so for me, I knew about that, and it was an important lesson for me, because it allowed me to realize what Christmas was mainly about, how Christmas is spent, and why family is important around Christmas. Our house was really open, so and my mom wants to do it again this year. Like, we open our house to anyone who doesn't have a place to go or just wants to come through on Christmas. Like, we had family over, we had friends over, we had people from the neighborhood over. The pastors would come over, people from church would come over. And there'd be a good, like, throughout the day, maybe like 50 people passing through the house type thing.
Wow.
So unity is a big thing about it, And we can't ignore the fact that Christmas does revolve around celebration and the gifts, and that leads us into speaking about spending. And that brings us to the December budgets and the memes about January, cabbage is for January type thing. And like, no lie, like, I think it was my second year of working. We pushed in November, got a fat salary in December. Like, it was really huge. Like, my tax was out of this world. And I remember spending all that money in December, and then it didn't sit right with me. So one thing I'm very wary of in the season is like the commercialization of the whole season. That's where it also splits away from my belief of spread joy, come to tops type thing. It's for me, like, the businesses really jump onto it. And in day one, you've heard me say that Pick n Pay had their trees up from mid-October. And I'm like, you guys really wanna milk this Christmas money thing, And it moves away from that into more of a commercial sense of buy, Not buy for what it's for, but just consume. Christmas, Boxing Day, goes all the way up to like
Year's.
to New Year's. It just goes crazy. And for me, I learned to watch my spending, and it will be something I always say, you know, this year. December started on a Friday, and we get into it early in the week. So Christmas started on a Friday. There's 5 weekends in this month. It's gonna be a long.
It's gonna be crazy. They said it's 4 weeks. It's 4 weekends in December.
5, yeah.
5, yes. So
5
that's
weekends.
insane. That's insane.
So yeah.
So be mindful of those type of things. You know, I think society is just going to. You're gonna see it on social media. You're gonna see it on. You're gonna basically see it everywhere, where people are literally spending money and spending money and spending money and having a good time. But I think it's also wise to remember when you go into the new year. You know what I'm saying? It's like the new year, you don't want to go into the new year worrying about if you're going to make it to the end of the month. Like, it's one of those things where I think, society has just made it seem like that's what is right and everyone is doing it, so we should all do it. Just entering the year better, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to end off the year and be like spend, and then you have nothing to start the year.
You want to be in January and not casting a shadow over the previous December. You don't want to be like, yo, December comes and it just eats all of you. December doesn't eat your money.
It doesn't have to.
You eat your money, but you don't want to cast a shadow over what December is really about. And all of those things that we just mentioned goes hand in hand with each other to bring you to that point. You know, it's if you really take away from what Christmas is, if we take that away from ourselves, we'll only find ourselves in a bit of a predicament in January. We've been there.
Yeah, we have. And we're speaking from experience, you guys. Like, we had a 9 to 5 and we had bonuses and things like that, and it literally disappeared. And you don't know how it disappeared, but it disappeared. And you learn from these things, you know. I've learned big time on spending around December. It's just a matter of, not to say that you cannot have a good time, you cannot buy the people that are close to you gifts and stuff like that, you know. But it's just a matter of just being mindful. Budgeting would be like one of the biggest advice I can give, is to budget and know, okay, this is the money for the new year and this is the money for December. And if you have to go over that, it's just like a discipline thing. Like, okay, this is the money that I've spent for December, and if I need more than that, be disciplined enough to be like, okay, no, maybe next month, you know what I'm saying? Or I don't know, it's to each their own. It's just a matter of being mindful of what you're spending on, and it has to be important at the end of the day, because again, like when we think about Christmas and stuff like that, is it really important for you to be spending thousands on alcohol? I'll say give that to the homeless, you know what I'm saying? Make it count in other people's lives. Make it count. Change someone else's life with that money. And I don't know, it's just, I guess it's how I think. I think there's just better
everyone
ways.
Will have their people will have their ways of going about December and how they do things. You know, some people will do both. They'll splurge and they'll give to the or spread joy, if what we would call it, serve in a way. And it's just, for us, what Christmas is about is just those things, the main part of it, remembering that Jesus is the reason for the season, being mindful of each other and ourselves, you know, practicing joy, love, patience in every single way, practicing also responsibility to yourself, to others, being safe during the season, because we know things can get crazy in December, you know.
And also not wanting to enter the year with such worry, you know what I'm saying? You want to enter a new year with peace and with like a good mindset, and think about your mental health and stuff like that. So it's things like that should be prioritized instead of like spending money and stuff like that. But it's just, again, to each their own. And just being mindful, because you don't want to enter the year just feeling depressed and feeling like you are regretting your choices.
So enjoy the Christmas season. You know, we're just here speaking about it. However you guys feel, let us know in the comments down below. And you know, we're all here to talk and bounce things off of each other.
Yeah.
Our perspective is our perspective, and we'd love to know your perspective. Yeah, this is a beautiful time of the year. Vlogmas is on. We're working hard.
Yeah.
You know, we're really trying to put out beautiful content for you guys. You guys will see what we have in store. And yeah.
Remember to stay safe, spread love and positivity, and we'll see you guys in our next one. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
And don't forget to check out our website, you know. Yeah.
And we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.